Hello class 5th, how are you all? So now we are going to start a new chapter, that is chapter number 4. The name of chapter number 4 is solid, liquid and gas. Okay, solids, liquids and gases. So we will study about matter, their properties, then we will see some different kind of changes and definitions, differences. So we will study all. So as you can see that first picture of solid, that is ice. Yes, ice is solid. Yes, am I right? Yes. Why is it solid? Because you cannot break it easily. Yes, am I right? Gas, you can see the gas is coming out of from the cup of tea. Yes, liquid, so liquid, liquid. Check the spelling of liquid please. Liquid is in the glass, which is actually a water. Yes, solid is, you can see, ice. When ice changes into water, then it becomes liquid. So solid can become liquid, liquid can become gas, gas can become liquid, liquid can become solid. It happens. Okay, so first of all we will try to find out what is the meaning of matter. What is the meaning of matter? Then we will study the next point. Okay, now let's move on the next point. So kids, first question is, as you can see on the screen, what is matter? Yes, what is matter? So you can see in the picture, look the picture, first picture is solid, second picture is liquid, third picture is gas. Yes, so if I ask you what is solid, what is liquid and what is gas, what will you reply to me? Yes, what is solid, what is liquid, what is gas? Solid is a matter, liquid is a matter and gas is also matter. So remember kids, solid, liquid and gas, all three are matter. So what do you mean by matter? What do you mean? So matter is anything that has mass and occupies space is called matter. Yes, matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. Okay, it means it has mass means how heavy or light an object is. Mass means how heavy or light an object is some, suppose my weight is 50 kilogram, means I have 50 kilogram mass. Okay, your weight is 30 kilogram, it means you have 30 kilogram mass. Okay, so mass tells us how heavy or light an object is. So mass help to know the light, heaviness or lightness of an object, and it occupies space. Mass always covers space. Mass always covers space. Okay, look, my head is covered by hair, it means hair has mass, so hair is occupying space. So we can say anything that has mass and occupies space is called matter. So I hope you understood the meaning of matter. So look the diagram, solid, liquid and gas. First diagram, look the solid diagram. You can see green ball in solid, you can also see green ball in liquid, and you can also see some green ball in gases. But look the structure of solid, look the picture of solid. All the green balls are very near to each other. All the green balls are very near to each other. Actually these are not green balls, these are actually particles of solid, liquid and gases. Yes, these are the particles of solid, liquid and gases. And you look the picture of liquid, you can see, as you can see easily, you can guess that the particles of liquid are near but little bit gap. But in solid, you can see the ball, all the balls are very near to each other, there is no gap, means particles are very near. And in liquid, particles are not too much near. Okay, in gases, particles are very far. You can see, as you can see in the picture, in gas, particles are very far away. So we can say that matter is made up of particles. Matter is made up of particle, and all the particles of solid are very near to each other. All the particle of liquid are little bit far away from each other, means not just like solid. And the particles of gases are apart from each other, very far away from each other. Okay, now let's move on the next point. Okay, now let's try to understand next topic, states of matter. So you know the meaning of matter. Yes, what is matter? Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. Yes, matter is anything that has mass and occupies space is known as matter. So what are the states of matter? There are three states of matter. Okay, so there are three states of matter, as you can see on the screen: gas, liquid, solid, or you can say solid, liquid and gas. Okay, so gas, there are many gases. We know hydrogen, helium, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide and air. What is air? Air is mixture of different gases. It means in our environment many gases are found. Yes, in our environment many gases are found. Liquid, water is liquid because it can flow. We drink different kind of liquid. We drink water, we drink tea, we take coffee, we drink juice. So we take liquid in many form. There's solids, there are many things are so, our bones are solid. Yes, stone is solid, plastic is solid. So there are many things of solid. Okay, as you can see in the picture, first look the picture of gas. In gas you can see blue color circle. Can you see the blue color ball in the gas picture? Can you see the blue color ball in the gas picture? So these are not blue color ball, these are actually particle, and you can see that particles are very far away from each other. Now look the picture of liquid. You can see the blue color ball in the picture, and the particles are near but not far away too much. Okay, look the picture of solid. You can see that particles are very near to each other. Yes, and there is no space, there is no gap. So these are solid, liquid and gas. I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Okay kids, now let's talk about the characteristics of solid, liquid and gases. Properties of solid, liquid and gases. Okay, characteristic of solid, liquid and gases, properties of solid, liquid and gases. So as you can see, first is solid. Solid has definite shape. Yes, they have definite shape, means the shape will be always definite. Suppose I have a stone. If I break this stone, it will still remain stone. It will not convert into plastic. It will still remain stone, and it always have a fixed shape. Okay, next is definite volume. Yes, volume is same. Volume means length into breadth into height. Yes, okay, that is the meaning of. So volume is fixed. Volume means length into breadth into height. Okay, or you can say space object take up. Space object takes up. So definite volume means space taken up by solid is fixed. Next property is particle are very near together in regular pattern. Yes, particle are always in regular pattern. They will never be in random pattern. Okay, they are very close to each other. Yes, particles are very near to each other. If I use the word atom in the place of particle, don't get confused, because matter is made up of particle and these particles are known as atom. So particle and atom are same. Okay, particle are very close together in regular pattern. Next is liquid. So liquid has no definite shape. Liquid has no definite shape. It means it can change its shape. If liquid, suppose I take liquid water. If water is in the glass, it will take the shape of glass. If water is in the bowl, water will take the shape of bowl. So liquid has no definite shape, no fixed shape. Definite means no fixed shape. Okay. flow and take the shape of its container. Yes, it's take the shape of the same container. Definite volume, yes, it has fixed volume. Solid also has fixed volume, definite volume, space object text. Next is particle are together tightly packed, they are slide over one another as they flow. Yes, particles are tightly packed, but not like solid. In solid, particles are very near to each other, but little bit far away in liquid. When I talk about liquid, particles are packed together, but tightly, but not just like solid. Okay. Next is gas. So gas has no definite shape. Yes, gas has no fixed shape and no definite volume. Yes, no fixed volume, no fixed shape. And particles are packed together the least. Yes, they are not packed. Means they are very far away from each other. They are apart from each other. And particles move faster than liquid and solid. But the particle of liquid move faster than solid, and the particle of gases move faster than liquid and solid. I hope you understood. Please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. So kids, I hope that you understood. Solid has definite shape, definite volume, particles are very close in regular pattern. If I talk about liquid, liquid has no definite shape, flow and take the shape of its container. Definite volume has particles are packed tightly together, but not just like solid. And if I talk about gas, gas has no definite shape, no definite volume, particles are packed together, the least the particles move fastest. Okay, now let's move on the next part. So kids, I explained you the properties of solid, liquid and gas. Now you know that what is matter. Matter is anything which has mass and occupies space. And matter is made up of particles. Remember kids, all matter is made up of tiny particles. These particles are known as atoms. Okay, all the matter is made up of tiny particles called atom. And when two or more atoms combine, they form molecules. So when two or more atoms combine, they form molecules. So we can say what is molecule? The group of atom. The group of atom is known as molecule. Okay, and you can also then say that a molecule is the smallest piece of substance. A molecule is a smallest piece of a substance that has the same property as the entire substance has. Yes. Suppose if I have a stone and if I break it, then the small piece of that substance will be molecule, and which has all the same property just like the entire stone. Okay, so there are three states of matter: solid state, liquid state and gas state. You can see some more difference. So first, solid. Atoms are tightly packed and have little space to move. Atoms are tightly packed in solid. Yes. Okay, in previous before few seconds ago in previous slide I explained that particles are tightly packed. I have written here atoms are tightly packed. Both are same. Okay, don't no need to confuse. Both are same. You can write atom or you can write particle, because all the matter is made up of tiny particles, and these tiny particles are known as atom. Okay, so atoms are tightly packed in solid state, and solid have fixed shape, definite shape. Okay, and they do not flow. Yes, we know they do not flow. Can you flow? I cannot flow. Then how can you flow? So we cannot flow. But liquid can easily flow, and liquid don't have fixed shape. And atoms, if I talk about the atoms, means particle. Atoms are more loosely packed. Yes, in solid, particles means atoms are tightly packed. In solid, atoms are tightly packed. In liquid, atoms are loosely packed. And if I talk if I talk about gaseous state, particles of gas, then or you can say particles, atoms of gas, then atoms are far from each other and move very freely. Yes, they can move freely, and atoms are far away from each other. Okay, and one more point, that gases don't have fixed shape. Yes, they don't have any fixed shape. They don't have any fixed shape. Okay, I hope you understood the differences between solid, liquid and gases. Please write down. If you wish to write, you can write down. Okay, if you don't want to write, then no need to worry. Okay, I'm giving you 10 seconds. So kids, point number 1, all the matter is made up of tiny particles called atom. 2 or more atoms combine to form molecule. A molecule is the smallest piece of substance that has same property as the entire substance. And if I talk about solid state, atoms are tightly packed and have little space to move. And if I talk about liquid state, atoms are more loosely packed and have more space to move. And if I talk about gaseous state, the atoms are far from each other and move very freely. Okay, I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Okay, it's now let's talk about the interconversion of three state of matter. Interconversion means three state of matter means we can change solid into liquid, liquid into gas, gas into liquid, liquid into solid. This is interconversion. Means we can change one state into another state. Means we can change gas into solid, solid into liquid, liquid into gas, or you can say gas into liquid, liquid into solid, solid into gas. So this is the way of conversion, and this is known as interconversion. Okay kids, so as you can see the diagram, interconversion of three state of matter. First topic is sublimation. Okay, sublimation, sublimation. So what do you mean by sublimation? Sublimation means the process of converting gas into solid and solid into gas is known as sublimation. It means if I have any solid state, if I have any solid substance, I can convert directly into gas without changing into liquid. Means some substance can change directly from solid state to gas and gas state to solid without converting into liquid. For example, camphor, naphthalene and solid carbon dioxide. Yes, solid carbon dioxide, or you can say dry ice. Okay, solid carbon dioxide is also known as dry ice. So you can change directly them from solid state to gas state and so gas state to solid state. This process is known as sublimation. Okay, so what do you mean by sublimation? The process of converting solid into gas and gas into solid is known as sublimation. Okay, in 9th class you will study more about sublimation process. Okay, next topic is vaporization. Yes, vaporization is also known as evaporation. Okay, vaporization is also known as evaporation. So what do you mean by evaporation or vaporization? The process of changing, or you can say the process of converting liquid into gas is known as vaporization. Yes, the process of changing or the process of converting liquid into gas is known as vaporization. You know, in sea, water, the water which is present on the surface, it starts vaporized automatically because of sunlight. Yes, this is known as vaporization. Means changing liquid into gas. Means water changes into water vapor. Okay, and next is condensation. Yes, what is the meaning of condensation? Condensation means the process of changing, or you can say the process of converting gas into liquid is known as condensation. Remember kids, vaporization and condensation both are opposite of each other. Okay, remember, vaporization and condensation both are just opposite of each other. Vaporization means changing liquid into gas, and condensation means changing gas into liquid. Vaporization means changing liquid into gas, and condensation means changing gas into liquid. Okay, so what is condensation? The process of changing gas into liquid, or you can say the process of converting gas into liquid is known as condensation. You know, the water vapor, when we make it cool, it again convert into liquid. Yes, so it shows the condensation process. Okay, check out this spelling of condensation, condensation. Okay, now next topic is fusion. So what do you mean by fusion? Fusion means the process of changing solid into liquid is known as fusion. Yes, the process of changing solid into liquid is known as fusion, or you can say melting. Okay, melting, or both are same. You know, ice is solid when you fuse it, when you put in sunlight, due to the sunlight, it change into liquid. Okay, so the process of converting solid into liquid is known as fusion. Next is solidification. So what is solidification? Solidification means the process of changing liquid into solid, or you can say the process of converting liquid into solid is known as solidification. Please check out the spelling of solidification: SOLIDIFICATION. Solidification. The process of changing liquid into solid is known as solidification. Okay. For example, liquid is, let's take water. If you put water in a ice box, or if you put water in a refrigerator, then what will happen? Water will change into ice. It shows solidification. Okay, I hope you understood. Please draw the diagram so you can understand easily. Okay. So kids, what is sublimation? The process of changing solid into gas and gas into solid is known as sublimation. What is vaporization? The process of changing liquid into gas is known as vaporization. What is condensation? The process of changing gas into liquid is known as condensation. And what is fusion? The process of changing solid into liquid is known as fusion. And what is solidification? The process of changing liquid into solid is known as solidification. I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Okay, it's, as you can see, I have written all the definition. First is freezing, liquid to solid. Freezing means the process of changing liquid into solid. The process of converting liquid into solid is known as freezing. Freezing is also known as solidification. Yes, remember kids, I already explained solidification. The process of converting liquid into solid is known as solidification. Solidification is also known as liquid. Freezing. Solidification is also known as freezing. Next is melting. Melting is also known as fusion. Okay. Remember kids, melting is also known as fusion. So what is fusion? The process of converting solid into liquid is known as fusion. So you can say the process of changing solid into liquid, solid to liquid is known as melting. Next is boiling. Boiling means the process of changing liquid into gas is known as boiling. Next is evaporation. Evaporation means the process of changing liquid into gas is known as evaporation. But there is a difference between boiling and evaporation. Remember kids, evaporation occurs automatically. During evaporation, the surface water, just like the water of sea, the surface water start converting into gas. But during boiling occurs when we heat. Okay, when water or any liquid is heated, then it converts into gas form. This is known as boiling. Okay, so evaporation occurs when particles escape from a non-boiling liquid and become gas. Yes, evaporation is always for non-boiling liquid. Okay, remember kids. So what is boiling? The process of changing liquid to gas. Okay, when liquid is heated. But what is evaporation? The process of changing liquid into gas when particle escape from non-boiling liquid. Okay. Next is condensation. What is condensation? Yes, what is condensation? The process of changing gas into liquid is known as condensation. Remember kids, condensation process always occur when we cool down, when we lower the temperature. Yes, when we decrease the temperature, that time condensation process occur. So the process of changing gas into liquid is known as condensation. Yes. So suppose if you have water vapor, if you make it cool, then it will change into condensation, liquid. Okay. And by applying pressure, we can also change gas into liquid. Yes, remember kids, by applying pressure, we can also change gas into liquid. For example, LPG and CNG, they are filled in container which are actually at a definite pressure. Yes, that's why LPG and CNG are found in liquid form in the container. Okay. Sublimation. Sublimation means the process of changing directly solid into gas and gas into solid without converting into liquid. Yes, Yes, remember that some substances can directly converted into solid to gas and gas to solid without becoming liquid. Okay, this is known as sublimation. Okay, I hope you understood the meaning. Now let's move on the next point. Okay, it's time to ask question from you. Question number 1: define vaporization, condensation, sublimation, solidification, and melting. Okay, so first is vaporization. So what do you mean by vaporization? Vaporization is also known as evaporation. So the process of converting liquid into gas is known as vaporization. Boiling process is also the same, but there is difference that vaporization occur without boiling. Okay, you no need to heat. Next is condensation. Condensation is just opposite of vaporization, means the process of changing gas into liquid. When you lower the temperature, that time condensation occur. So the process of changing gas into liquid is known as condensation. Okay, next is sublimation. Sublimation means the process of converting gas into solid or solid into gas without converting into liquid. The process of changing gas into solid or solid into gas without changing into liquid is known as solidification. Solidification occur in camphor, naphthalene. So there are many examples of sublimation. Okay, and solidification. Next is solidification. What is solidification? The process of changing liquid into solid is known as solidification. Okay, suppose you have water, and if you make it cool, suppose if you put the water in refrigerator, after some time what will happen? The water will change into ice, which is actually the example of solidification. So what is solidification? The process of converting liquid into solid is known as solidification. Next is fusion. So what do you mean by fusion? Fusion is also known as melting. Okay, so the process of changing solid into liquid is known as melting. You know, ice, when we put the ice in sunlight, then what happens? Due to sunlight, it change into liquid, means ice change into water. Okay, so this is the example of fusion. So fusion is also known as melting. The process of changing solid into liquid is known as melting. Okay, next question is write the properties of solid, liquid and gas. Yes, what are the properties of solid, liquid and gas? Yes, first property is, let's talk about first solid. So solid property number 1, solid have definite shape. Okay, property number 2, definite volume. Yes, solids have definite volume, means space object take up. Okay, next is particle are very close together in regular pattern. Okay, now let's talk about the properties of liquid. Liquid, point number 1, they do not have definite shape. Next point, flow and take the shape of its container. Next point, definite volume. Yes, liquid has definite volume, and particles are packed together tightly, but not too much, means particles are loosely packed. Okay, next is gas. Let's talk about the properties of gas. Point number 1, they do not have definite shape, means no fixed shape, no fixed volume, and particles are packed together the least. Okay, means they are very far away from each other, and the particle move fastest. Okay, so it was our chapter. Today's chapter we have completed. Now we will meet in next class with new chapter. Till then, bye bye.